Hello and welcome to this podcast about all the yarny things. My name is Doug and I'm coming to you from beautiful New Mexico, where specifically here where I am in Albuquerque, we currently have the balloon fiesta going. Super exciting, and my daughter is coming into town and we will go there. Hopefully the weather is going to be okay, but we plan to go to Balloon Fiesta on Saturday, and I'm excited because I haven't been in a few years. Yes, I am. I have been knitting, I have been crocheting, I have been spinning, I have been to the former Taos Wool Fest, which is now in Santa Fe. I have met one of my online knitting friends in person, Candice. This was amazing. Also to meet your friend Sandy. And I'm missing my friend Doris, who's been here at this time of the year many times and joined me to go to Balloon Fiesta and the Wool Fest. And yes, but also you may wonder, where have you been in the past weeks? I've been super busy. I've been almost nonstop in the dye studio downstairs. And if you'd ask my husband, he'd probably complain, but it is what it is. This work thing comes in waves, and this wave is about to end because I'm going to the New Mexico knitting retreat at Ghost Ranch. I will be leaving on Tuesday, and it's going to be super exciting because we're going to be knitting and hiking, and I am extremely happy because my foot that had been bothering me for the past 8 months, it's been better, and so I think I'm going to be able to hike there, for which I've never done. Of course, I'm also going to be doing a pop-up shop, which hopefully is going to be fun for everybody, and I hope everybody's going to like my yarns. I have also dyed the custom colorway for the retreat participants, which is going to be in everybody's goodie bag, and it was per request of organizer Lauren. It was my sugarloaf base, which I did not argue with that choice because I love dyeing sugarloaf, light fingering, 100% superwash yarn. And I'm also very excited to hang out and spend more time with Selma of the quite well-known, very well-known, very well-known Canadian podcast, Selma Knits. She's a prolific knitter, and she's going to teach a class at the retreat, and it's just all going to be super nice. I'm very excited about everything, and I will of course report, but afterwards it's going to be a little while because I'm also going to be going on a trip with my husband. He's been so patient with me in the past weeks, and we love to travel together, so that should be fun to get out of here for a week afterwards. Yes, and what's been happening on the needles? I have always, as I do, I'm always knitting on Duke City mitts at this time of the year. You're used to it if you've been to it here before. It's my pattern, Duke City mitts, free pattern on Ravelry, and I have also had a project going, a project of Duke City mitts going while I was dyeing. I don't really have a lot of downtime out there, but sometimes I just take a moment, like when a batch cools or so, I just sit and knit for a few minutes. And so I have a pair that I have on the go, but I wanted to show you the ones that I have finished so far. Hold on, I had to sneeze. Okay, I wanted to show you the ones that I have already finished this year, because I always make them for a studio tour open house where I sell them. And so I love to make those from hand spun yarns, which is always so beautifully colorful. And these are, if you notice, maybe these are already finished. What I do is I put them on the ironing board. I put a wet dish towel over them, and then I give it a light press to chase some steam through them, and that makes them look beautifully finished. You probably can see that. Yeah, that's the first pair. And like I said, I'm pretty sure you've seen some of these finished already. Also hand spun, where I use like anywhere between 3.5 or 4.5 millimeter needles according to the yarn. And this is the special pair that I made from a gifted Zauberball, Schoppel-Zauberball, crazy Zauberball that I held together with mohair. I don't think these were pressed and finished last time, but I'm super happy that they're done. And I used the same Zauberball for a pure pair. And which needle size? I think I used 3 millimeter needles for this pair. And so cool. Love, love, love. Yes, they're done, and these two pairs will be for me. I'm gonna put them aside, and then I wanted to show you the next pair that I'm working on, where I just started, and my needle size is 4.5 millimeters. Whoops. Oh my goodness. This was a little bitty ball that belonged to the same colorway, but I am working with this one right now. Like I said, 4.5 millimeters. And I have started with the thumb gusset, just barely. And I had a little notebook that I kept in the garage with a pencil, where I just wrote down my row count until I start the gusset for the thumb, and then how do I do that? Well, the stitch count for the thumb is always double the stitch count of the mitts minus 1 stitch, and then I cast on 2 stitches once I put those on hold. But if you get yourself that pattern, that's easy peasy. I know that was a question that came up, and I got a message on Ravelry. I'm not sure if you are watching the podcast, but if you are, I will respond to you personally. I have not spent a lot of time at the computer these days, other than doing some stuff for the shop, but not really active much on Ravelry. But we also have a Duke City Mitts knit along going, and that is happening in the Zia Wools group on Ravelry. And if you'd love to participate for a chance to win, post in that group chat. It's fun. I've seen a lot of beautiful mitts already, and sorry for you English speakers that some of the posts are in German, which I respond to in German then, of course, because maybe the person, the knitter, doesn't speak English or isn't comfortable enough in English. But whatever, post in there. I'm looking forward to seeing your mitts, and then at the we will have a giveaway. I haven't decided for what. Probably yarn, right? I think that makes sense. We'll have a giveaway in September for where I will randomly choose somebody who has participated. So what next? What next? I have finished something, and that is something long overdue, but you may remember. My beautiful Linea shawl. It is finally done. And I just remembered that I forgot to bring up another project, which I'm going to have to run and get, because I'm upstairs in my daughter's room again. I have to say that I am surprised that it's not bigger. Almost two full skeins of yarn. I have maybe 15 grams or so left over of this, and of the 2 balls of my own honeysuckle that I have used, and the colorway is Angel Wings. What can I say? Nothing much to say other than that I still love it as much as when I started it. Love the colorway, love the feel of the yarn, and I love the pattern. When I was done a few days ago, I just washed it, and then I have a spin cycle in my washing machine to really drain it and get it as dry as possible. And then I laid it out on the guest bed and kind of like just pulled a little bit to have it straight, but that's all. I didn't do any major blocking, stretching, pinning, or anything. Just laying it out, pulling it, and yes, that's all. I still love that it's a very neutral color that kind of goes with a lot, and it's kind of muted for my compared to what I wear a lot of times. And you will laugh because soon I will have to show you the yarn that I dyed up for a sweater that I will start, that I will start soon. I'll show you when I've started, but it's like bam, orange bright in your face, and bam, pink bright in your face. That's going to be fun. Yes. So you've seen the shawl, and something else got finished right on time that I've been making for my daughter. You may remember the crochet sweater that I started a while ago, and then I didn't have enough yarn, and I had to order more yarn, and I got it done. Yes, this is for my beach girl, because that's what she asked for, and she's gonna love it, hopefully. And if it's too loose around the neck, I will crochet a string here in the back that holds it together a little bit. Yeah, I used a Lana Grossa yarn, and I forgot to bring the tag. So let me just run and grab that, and also that project that I forgot downstairs. Hold on, I'll be right back. here it is, and hopefully you can see the beautiful texture of the yarn, and also that it has a little bit of sheen, which comes from the oh my goodness, I know I had some glasses here, but of course, oh, there they are. Yes, 14% rayon in this Linarte. And Lana Grossa, they do mail out their yarns to the States, which was, shipping cost was not too bad. So this is what I have left, and I think I've used 650-gram balls. Almost, not quite, 5.5. Yes, I hope she's gonna like it, and hopefully I'm gonna get some footage with her in the sweater. What is next? Let me rearrange. I had to start a new shawl. It is the Ziggy by wonderful Hochi Locatelli. And because I've been dealing with all of my yarns, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to make this in a combination of fuzzy and not fuzzy, the way I did the Birds of a Feather by Andrea Maury a good while ago. And I just love how it turns out. Yeah, this is where I am. And I did show this in the shop update video, because if that is something that you love, these yarns are in the shop right now, in the Ziols shop. Very happy with this. And I do have one more skein of the honeysuckle. I'm not sure, that's something that I can't tell you. And one more 50-gram skein of this. Am I going to sneeze again? And this is called Ice Flowers. And this is called Velvet Ice Flowers. Brilliant, right? Yes. So I showed you this. I showed you the mitts. I showed you, I'm going to rearrange a little bit. You've seen the sweater. And here comes my absolutely stunningly gorgeous Aster shawl. Where is the front page? By Natasha Hornby. This is the original pattern picture. And I haven't been working on this in a while because my knitting partner took a break, and I really wanted to finish the Linea shawl, which I showed you, the finished one, but it will be absolutely scrumptious because this yarn is so soft. I wish I could let you feel how soft this is. All of those of you who like alpaca, they will understand. The green, the main color, is Harriet Fine by Juniper Moon Farms. I am using, that looks like 4 millimeters, but I thought it was 3.5. I think it's 3.5 millimeter needles. Oh, the Hohi Locatelli one. That's 4 millimeter needles. Yes, 3.5 millimeter needles. And here are my other two colors. This has alpaca, this does not. And the orange is Tangerine by Willy Wonka. Maybe you can find some of her yarns still in these stashes, but she, as far as I know, has quit dyeing, unfortunately. And the turquoise is Kelborn Woolens. And the content of this is, this perennial is 60% superwash merino, 25 suri alpaca, 15 nylon, and almost 500 yards. Yeah. Lovely. Yes, that was that. And then, because one always needs some socks on the needles, but you're gonna say, wait, wasn't there a knit along in August where you cast on all the socks? I did, and I chose to ignore those socks because it is Halloween month, my friends. So we need a pair of Halloween socks on the needles. And I do have several pairs of Halloween socks from past years. And I thought it's time that I make myself another pair. Let me reach and grab that bag that fell into the depth behind the behind my other things here, and I did bring you that. I have a little suitcase which holds the other socks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs. Yeah, I'll get done eventually. It's all good. And the Halloween socks, I wanted to tell you, if you want to make Halloween socks, there are Halloween yarns in the shop which are similar but not quite the same as this one. If you are like me, you love the surprise of not knowing how it knits up. So hold on. Back to Halloween. So I came up with this new colorway, which is called the Heart of the Witch. And it's a little bit more complex than what I dyed up for myself here. And I hope you like it. Stop by the shop and maybe decide to make yourself a pair of Halloween socks, because it's just, why not? I miss my kids. I miss my kids being little when it's Halloween time. How about you? Do you have kids? Do you miss the days? Okay, this is where I am right now. Now you know what I focus on? I focus on my daughter's sweater that had to get done first. And if you wonder what that is here, why is there no purple, no orange? I chose to use up a little tiny bit of this neon green, as well as this neon green with black. Both of these are in the mini sets that are also in the shop right now, which I've never done, by the way. First time. That was fun. And I had, of course, when you make mini sets, you get leftovers, and that's where I picked this from. I use, as I always do, these are simple vanilla socks, and I usually cast on 4 times 16 stitches on my DPNs, which are 2.5 millimeter needles. Yep. And the yarn is Ziabel's Taos, which I have not told you. It's a superwash Corriedale nylon blend, and together with my Sandia Merino yarn base. It's my favorite for socks. And what else? What else? I feel like I wanted to tell you something else. Oh, yes, because of the bag. This is the bag that I have this project in, and I have a bunch of Halloween bags in the project bags in the shop right now as well, and they're soft and scrunchable, not interfaced cotton fabric, and the handle is as always lined with velvet. Usually I have 2 different fabrics, front and back, and some fun relating fabric on the inside. Yes, that's my Halloween socks. And in regards to shop news, I wanted to show you one yarn, which is a new colorway that I'm super excited about. And this one is called Secret Treasure. I have dyed this up on Cozy, which is a DK weight merino nylon blend, superwash merino nylon blend. I think it turned out lovely. By the time you see this, like I said, this is going to be in the shop. And then on to the stash news. I have found a few new, a few new dyers that I had not seen before. One of them being, let's just start with my local buddy, Danny, whom I had met at the festival and enjoyed. Well, I had seen them all at the festival in Santa Fe, but I really enjoyed chatting with him. He's only been dyeing and doing this full time for about a year, and so I thought that's so nice to meet him there, and I bought these 2 skeins from him. I may use those together. And then I had missed this dyer from Texas last year. I don't know how she pronounces herself. Noti hand painted yarns. I think I will somehow combine these unless I have a different idea. And then I almost overlooked a dyer which is called Yarning Apart. Don't ask me if they are online. I haven't had the time to check yet, or taken the time to check. But I decided on this because I thought, I might even be able to combine all of these. Yeah, love the colors. Am I into greens? Yes, I am. Greens, orange, and all the colors. as you know. I have also gotten some spinning fibers. I think they're BFL, Blue Face Leicester. Let me see. They're from Dancing Hooves Farm and Studio.com. Oh, Corriedale, that's right. Let's see if you can. This is the colorway Iris. And I got from the same place more Corriedale. I think it's from their own sheep and they have it processed. Oh, yeah, I asked at Zeilinger's. You all know, I've talked about Zeilinger's before. I love Zeilinger's, Michigan. And that's the other colorway. Each one has 4 ounces, and that should give me enough yarn for 1 pair of fingerless mitts. I am still spinning on that very, very fine and delicate gradient I showed you a few weeks ago. I haven't been spinning much, but hold on, crinkle. But I am also ready to spin some bats that I made for myself. What I will probably do, so I made these on my drum carder, and what I'll probably do is just pull off strips and then spin those. As far as I remember, it's been a while. As far as I remember, I have the same amounts. I split them up, I think, as far as I remember. I think that's what I did. And because because sometimes life gets a little bit crazy and then I forget about things if they are in weird locations, and that's why I almost forgot to tell you about yet another project. Give me one more second. I have recently spent an evening with my friend Lauren, who visited and brought her bin of 2023 stash. Everything she had recently gotten at various yarn festivals, and she told me everything because we hadn't seen each other. She told me what she wanted to make with all her yarns. That got me into looking at all of my yarns that I kept kind of in the house, close enough to possibly start something. And I had even wound the yarn for this beautiful hat. So that was ready to go, close to me, at hand. So when my friend left that night, I cast on in the middle of the night at 1 o'clock. And you're going to say, what? You're doing something so complicated in the middle of the night? No, I did not. But I could just count to cast on the stitches for this hat. And I am keeping this project in a bag by Kate of Hawthorne Cottage. And no, I have never met her and I have not ordered from her, but this was a gift from my dear friend Therese, whose birthday was just recently. Happy birthday, Therese. And this is what I decided is great and perfect for a fall project. And the yarn is a vacation souvenir yarn that I bought specifically for this hat. Gorgeous blue and the contrasting green with an undertone of this light blue, or a very similar light blue. And I got these in Alaska last year, and that's a DK, both of them, by Northern Bee Studio. Oops, what am I showing you? There's the name. Northern Bee Studio. Hand-dyed in small batches, inspired by the beauty of Alaska. Studio DK, 100% superwash merino, 230 yards per 100 grams. And I bought those in Anchorage, New Mexico, Anchorage, Alaska, of course. And let me see. The blue is called Glacier, and the other one is called Sheep Creek. I can read this out. I don't even know why I hold the tag. Sheep Creek. Yeah, beautiful. And why did I not bring this upstairs? Because this project is on my kitchen table because the pattern is so demanding. I haven't done any brioche in a long time, and so this takes all my concentration. When am I able to concentrate on something like this? In the morning when I'm fresh. And so I usually knit maybe 2 rounds or maybe no rounds per day. And I have to thoroughly pay attention where I am. I can't talk, I can't have people around me, and I cannot do this in the evenings. Yeah, but I love it, and it's gonna grow slowly. I'm very excited about this. Long time ago, I already made a brioche hat with a very complicated pattern, but then it fitted a friend so well that I just gave it to her. I hope she still loves it. She has very curly hair, and so not every hat fits her well, and it was this is also going to stretch a lot, and that's what this other hat also did, very stretchy, and so that worked well with her hair. And once again, this is the Bulurabini. I don't know where the name comes from. Sorry, that was a suppressed yawn. Where is the name of the, Shara Made, pattern from 2018, and there are 2 versions. One of them fingering weight yarn and one of them DK weight yarn, but I don't think there's different sizes. No, all one size. Yeah. And did I gauge swatch? No, I did not. I love to live on the edge. We'll see how this turns out. If all fails, my friend with the curly hair is gonna get another hat. Not that I didn't like the other one. I wore it, but yeah. And this is everything I wanted to tell you about today, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're also up to something fun like I am with my knitting retreat next week, and enjoy the fall now that it gets cooler and we can all dig through our woolies and start wearing them. And my heart goes out to those people who are not as fortunate as I am in these times. I feel very fortunate to live in a place where I can say my life is safe and my children are safe. And so my heart goes out to, to those people who are who have to live through war and hate and violence, and whose children are not safe. Yeah. Deep breath. All right. I hope to see you again soon, my friends. Bye-bye.